reason why is not what you think, and America just bombed Colombia, but the reason why is not what you think, and you need to know why they did it. President Trump said the Colombian president is an illegal drug leader, and it gets worse. Along with the airstrikes the U.S. carried out today, the U.S. has ended all trade with Colombia and all aid to the country. The U.S. said, at the direction of President Trump, we carried out a strike on a Colombian drug vessel. Colombia responded, saying there was no proof that there were drugs on board the boat. Colombia stated, these accusations represent an extremely serious act and undermine the dignity of Colombia. But the U.S. didn't care. America just bombed. Colombia might join Venezuela to attack the United States. Colombia might join Venezuela to attack the United States. But the reason why is not what you think. Yesterday, the U.S. bombed a Colombian boat with Colombian citizens on board, and at the same time, the U.S. also cut off all aid and trade to Colombia. The U.S. said, quote, the Colombian president is an illegal drug leader. Colombia has just ended all relations with the U.S. In fact, Colombia has even withdrawn their ambassador from Washington. The U.S. said, if Colombia doesn't take more steps to combat trade, we will do it ourselves, and it won't be done nicely. The Colombian Interior Minister responded saying, Colombia views these remarks by the U.S. as a threat of invasion or military action against our country. So Colombia now fears the U.S. is going to invade or attack them because of drugs coming into the U.S. In response, Colombia has ended all relations with the United States and is preparing for war, really quite a big deal. But as usual, you can leave me a follow for more global news.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash. This is Akim Azil, back with another quick lesson. And you will see by these clips, man, what time we are in, man. You know, we're in the time of the visitation of our Lord and Savior, man. And you can tell by these nations, it's just getting hyped up, man. It's so much stuff that's going on, man, it's hard to follow, man. You know, and we see the Lord said these are the signs to watch for, man. And now you got, you know, these devils, not only are they pretty much involved with wars abroad, to say the least, you know, with the fake Israeli state, you know, Ukraine, you know, and many other proxy wars that they don't want to talk about, like in Africa and etc. These devils are having conflict in their own backyard, meaning, you know, South America, man, you know, or yeah, you know, South America, man, as they call it, you know, with countries like Colombia and Venezuela, man, calling them, you know, drug runners. But you got to understand, once you go, not to say they're not, but you got to understand who created this drug empire or epidemic that we know today. The United States, man. These devils are the ones that created this problem. See, that's what they do. They'll go in, create the problem, manipulate the minds of these people over here in Babylon the Great, aka America, and then start pointing the finger at other people, man. You know, like Colombia and Venezuela, man. You know, they got plenty documentaries, man, plenty movies. Like one, you know, that Tom Cruise played in, American Made. If I ain't mistaken, that's the name of the movie. Where they outright tell you, man, they the one that pretty much started this drug smuggling in the U.S., man. It was the United States, mainly the CIA, man. But that's what these devils do, man. They create the problem, manipulate the situation, and then try to say, nah, they're the bad guys. They're the boogeyman. But the whole reason why this devil is trying to overthrow the current government in Venezuela is because they hold the biggest oil reserve in the world, man. So he wants to go in, overthrow their government in attempts to what? Take their reserves, man. You know, and put their puppet in to take their reserves, man. You know, So these devils don't care. They'll bomb, kill, and then, like I said, they're bombing ships and submarines and saying that they're killing innocent people, man. Like the Colombian and Venezuela, presidents or government officials, they said there's no proof that there was drugs on these ships, on these submarines. It's just speculation. He could just call you a terrorist, call you a drug dealer, and kill you and label you that to justify their actions, man. And that's how these devils, they don't care, man. As long as they get what they want, that's all that matters, man. But the reason why I bring this out, because the Lord said these things shall happen, man. And I'm going to go into the book of Matthew, chapter 24. And I'm going to start at the top. It says, and Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world, man? So these signs are coming. These signs are being shown for the Lord's elect to watch for, man. And Yahushua answered and said unto him, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, man. So all these things must come to pass, man. You're going to hear wars or rumors of wars, man. And you see what we're in now, man. Is as in the book of Daniel, if I ain't mistaken, the writings on the wall, man. We see these things clearly. And not only this guy is declaring war with these other countries and participating in these proxy wars and et cetera with these other countries, man, facilitating these other countries in their current wars, trade wars. He's also declaring war on the United States citizens here, man, by what? Cutting off these people, especially these Negroes, man, Latinos and Native Americans, Lifeline, Section 8, WIC, food stamps. From my understanding, November 1st, that's when it's going to happen. Like, that's going to be it. and yesterday I saw, this was in, I think, in North Carolina, man, in a time that I know very well, they was already started looting Walmarts, man. The people was out there, what they call crashing out, looting Walmarts, man. And Trump said, man, he already made the declaration. He was like, once you start shooting, once you start looting, they're going to start shooting, man. So this guy's declaring war on you people, man. And these people are already, November the 1st is not even here yet. And they already going to these places like Walmart and stuff like that, doing these things, man. So, like I said, this devil is not only declaring war on these other countries, he's declaring war on the American people, man. You so-called citizens of the United States, man. Babylon the Great, the snakes of United Snakes of America, man. I'm going to continue on with verse 7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence. Look, taking away these people's EBT, SNAPs, WIC, Section 8, famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrow, man. So we are what? All this stuff is the beginnings of sorrows, man. This is just the beginning, man. It's going to get a whole lot worse, man. You know, because the Lord said that. The Lord says it's going to get a whole lot worse before it get better, man. You know, but also the Lord said what? It's better for an end of the thing than the beginning, man. So it's better now because we know we're at the end, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, we see this dynasty, this kingdom that this devil had orchestrated, man. It's at its end, man. Celebrating what, 250 years, these military creation of, you know. So we see these signs, man. You know, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, you know, for giving us the asab to see, and also the teachers to guide, man, to guide us in that right path, man, because there's a path going, and then there's two paths, the light and the broad path of destruction, man. You know, the Lord willing, we in that path of light, man. You know, we don't know our destination. All we can do is hope and pray. You know, we don't know where we lie. We don't know where we fall. But all we can do is hope and pray and put our faith in Yahweh Shai, man. But we can see what's going on here, man. I'm going to go back up to verse 4 again. This is Matthew 24:4. It says, and Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. In diverse places, all these are the beginning of sorrows, man. So what? All this stuff that's going on, man, it's just the beginning of sorrows, man. They think that this is just something that's going to happen this administration, or we need a Democrat in there and everything's going to go back to normal. Man, no, man. These people, man, it's over. It's a wrap for these devils, man. We see it, man. It's it, man. But these 2/3 niggas, man, they'd be behind the oppressor cheerleading this nigga on. Like, no, we want to stay here in Babylon the Great, because these lame ass niggas continue to front and act like they somebody, man. I want to stay here. That's these niggas, man. They love oppression, man. They think they got it where it is because these devils allowing they're allowing these clowns to do this shit, man. They're allowing these suckers to do this shit, man. You know, to live this facade lifestyle that they created for them. The drug game, this deaf culture, you know, gangs and all that shit. They created that shit, man. The drug game, they created that shit, man. These YN niggas, they created that lifestyle, walking around with switches and shit. Who you think, who the fuck created the goddamn switch that these clown ass niggas try to, reverence and shit? And all these other goddamn guns, these clown ass niggas trying to reverence. Who the fuck created that shit, man? These devils, man. For these stupid ass niggas, man. Now they walking around thinking they somebody, man. But I ain't gonna rant on, man. I'm gonna close it out there, but like I said, we in those times, man. We see those signs, man. You know, I'm going to end it off there. Before I do, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Again, this your Akim Azil, Lord willing. I'll be back with another lesson. Till next time, Shalom, Barakatham, and a Baba Shalom.